In the final years of World War II, as Allied bombs turned German cities into rubble, something strange was happening deep inside the forests. Entire factories were vanishing. Not destroyed, hidden. Beneath trees and hills, thousands of workers toiled in secrecy, building a weapon so advanced it looked like it came from the future. A jet fighter, faster than anything the Allies had ever seen. But this wasn't just a story of innovation. It was a story of desperation, secrecy, and a dark cost buried underground. By 1944, Nazi Germany was collapsing. The Allies were bombing relentlessly. Cities like Hamburg and Berlin were burning. Industry was crippled. But Adolf Hitler wasn't ready to surrender. Instead, he demanded miracle weapons, Wunderwaffe, that could turn the war around. Among them was one of the most revolutionary aircraft ever built, the Messerschmitt Me 262, the world's first operational jet fighter. But building it above ground was impossible, so the Nazis took production underground. Deep in the German countryside, entire forests became covers for secret operations. Factories were disguised beneath hills, inside tunnels, and even carved into mountains. One of the most infamous was located near Nordhausen, an underground complex known as Mittelwerk. From the outside, it looked like nothing more than quiet woodland. But beneath it stretched miles of tunnels filled with machinery, smoke, and constant noise. Here, engineers and forced laborers worked around the clock. Not just building rockets like the V2, but also parts for jet aircraft like the Me 262.
The Messerschmitt Me 262 wasn't just another plane. It was decades ahead of its time. Powered by twin jet engines, it could reach speeds over 800 kilometers per hour, far faster than any Allied fighter. Pilots described it as flying into the future. When it attacked bomber formations, it was almost untouchable. Allied pilots were stunned. Some thought they were facing entirely new physics. But there was a problem. Actually, several. The engines were fragile. Fuel was scarce. And Hitler himself made a critical mistake. Instead of using the Me 262 purely as a fighter, he insisted it be used as a bomber. A decision that delayed its impact at a crucial moment. Hidden beneath the forests was a darker truth. The underground factories weren't just engineering marvels. They were places of suffering. Tens of thousands of forced laborers, many from concentration camps, were brought in to work under brutal conditions. Starvation, disease, exhaustion. Workers lived and died in the tunnels. At Mittelwerk alone, more people died building the weapons than were killed by them. The secrecy wasn't just about hiding from bombs. It was about hiding the cost. This wasn't just a technological breakthrough. It was built on human lives. By the time the Me 262 entered combat in significant numbers, it was already too late. Germany was surrounded. Fuel shortages grounded many jets before they could even take off. And Allied forces were advancing rapidly toward these hidden factories. When American troops finally reached places like Nordhausen, what they found shocked them. Miles of tunnels, abandoned machinery, and evidence of what had happened there. The secret